Hi guys, welcome back. So obviously, as you can tell by the title and the thumbnail, today we are reorganizing my pantry. I kind of want to just get a better system for my spices, for just things that go in a pantry. It's not the worst, but it's also just not the best. So I went to the dollar store and I bought some things. Highly recommend the dollar store if you are going to be looking for things like this. I bought one turntable on Amazon for like $15, and then I bought a spice rack from the dollar store for $1. So, highly recommend checking out the dollar store before you go to Amazon and spend $80 on pantry reorganizational items, okay? So, I think the best way to start is just by taking everything out, and then I want to reorganize by like sweeter spices, savory, the ones we use the most, and the ones we use the least. So let's get into it. The first thing I did was just take all of the spices out of my cabinet so that way I could see everything that I have and really start with a clean slate so that I could make sure I was organizing everything properly. I got this little spice rack from the dollar store for literally $1. I got this Lazy Susan from Amazon and these two little containers also from the dollar store. I then went and just put all my larger items up on the top shelf, and then my different types of vinegars, soy sauce, sesame oil, mustard, syrup on this Lazy Susan so I can easily just rotate it around and see everything. I don't care what anybody says, McCormick spice packaging is the absolute supreme, okay? It has the sifter on the top, but then you can just unscrew one top and actually get your tablespoon scooper in there, which is so nice for cooking, as opposed to something like this Morton & Bassett one. This one you have to unscrew the top, and then if you want to get a tablespoon or teaspoon in there, you have to pick off this sifter, and I swear I'm gonna break my nail every time. So definitely get the McCormick ones if you can. So now I'm gonna stack some of my spices on this rack here and then put some of my lesser used ones in these two containers. So then, like I mentioned, I just went through all my spices and put kind of similar ones together. So I put all my paprikas together, all of my dried herbs together. If I had any duplicates of anything, I just took the one that was gonna expire first and put it towards the front, and then took the second one and put it farther towards the back. These kind of steak seasonings we don't use very often, so I put all of those together. I had another duplicate cinnamon, so just putting the newer one towards the back to save for later. And I really just went ahead with this process and kept organizing. And here is the final reveal of my spice cabinet. Now is finally the time for me to organize our actual food pantry. So when we moved in, we kind of just threw everything in here and then just kind of kept going with throwing stuff in these cabinets whenever we bought more food. So I definitely think I'm gonna get some sort of basket system for in here so I can have, my bread basket, my pastas and rice together, my crackers, things like that, just to give a little more organization. These cabinets are really, really deep, so things do tend to kind of float to the back and get stuck back there. So I did try to put bigger items in the back so that things weren't sliding in the back and getting lost. I decided to make one shelf dedicated for more breakfast foods. So we have some pancake mix, some different kinds of cereals,
and some waffle mix. And then right next to that, I put my baking supplies. So we have regular flour, some almond flour, and then we have baking soda, baking powder, and obviously some chocolate chips. You can really never go wrong with that. This is what the top of our pantry looks like. Again, just kind of a mess, everything stacked on top of each other, floating to the back. So I decided to put our candy over to the left. I think baskets would be a really, really good solution for this cabinet as well. So I just put candy on the left and then more of like our pretzels and chips on the right-hand side here. We had some cookies and granola bars that made their way to the back. So I am just finding a new home for those. This soup is the greatest hangover cure of all time. Whenever I'm so hungover that I can't eat anything else, this is what I always make. I actually tend to like the blue one better than the red one, but we have a couple boxes of these on deck just in case. So I'm going to put those with our chicken broth and then move my pistachios and craisins down with my almonds and flax seeds so that when I make salads or smoothies, I can have all of those together. And now we basically have a fully empty shelf that we can use for more food. Up at the top, we just kind of keep our paper plates and napkins. So we have a full extra shelf for more food if we need it. But right now we look pretty stocked. The bottom is something I am not worrying about right now. I know that is very sad, but it's full of platters and glass plates and kind of miscellaneous objects that I am not going to worry about right now. That will be a project for another day. So here is what the rest of the pantry is looking like as of now until I get some baskets to kind of finalize this project. So that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching today. I love these types of videos. Whenever I'm kind of in a rut with cleaning, I always watch these kinds of videos to get me motivated, and I'll just turn them on while I clean. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you are new here, make sure to subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up, and let me know in the comments what kind of videos you'd like to see from me next. Thank you so much for watching today, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!